Some people think their golf balls are the best, but this is where talk stops and performance begins. When Ben Hogan tests an Apex ball, he expects performance. There must be the unmistakable click of a ball well hit, as well as the distance he demands. The Ben Hogan line of golf balls gets you there.
Alright, welcome back everybody. We're playing a full 18 holes today. In the practice swing I just did, I barely took a divot, and a huge chunk of turf goes flying skyward. That was the first indication to me that we'd be playing in a swamp today. I was thinking, should I take a gap wedge or a pitching wedge? I wanted to take a gap wedge, but I didn't want to make such a hard swing in the morning. But then I end up swinging hard with my pitching wedge instead, and it rolls out past the green. Just look at how far I have to swing back for this 3 or 4 foot putt. So we start off with a bogey. I'm thinking pull and rotate, and I'm really tightening my abs as I pull through the shot. The greens weren't just covered in dew, they were also very soggy. They're probably at maximum capacity of absorption, like a sponge. Alright, nice. Par saved. I thought I hit this ball a goddamn mile, but it turns out it's 20 yards short of the green. But to be fair, the wind pushed it back a few yards. This time, I didn't want to take a pitching wedge because I hit it so far on hole 1. So I took a gap wedge this time, but man, the ball shot straight up into the sky. No distance at all. My gap wedge has 52 degrees, but it felt like I hit a 60-degree lob wedge. I'm thinking, I'm not going to leave this one short. I'm going to hit it way harder than would be necessary under normal circumstances. And it works out. But it's really not something I want to get used to. Yeah, too much arms, not enough body. We've got a 5-iron. Oh, I catch it terribly. Too much arms. I'm still too giddy to be back on the course. I'm not relaxed, I'm excited. I want to hit the ball hard, even though I know I shouldn't. And, okay, I have no idea what's going on. I think I'm standing too close to the ball, and I'm catching it on the hosel. I haven't lost my game that completely in a long while. But for that last shot, I was sinking in mud. It was like standing on a bubble, massaging the earth with your feet. I just picked the ball up. Might have been an up and down, but I just assumed it would be 1 chip and 2 putts. At this point, I'm not even taking practice swings anymore. I'm just teeing it up and smacking the ball. When it's so wet, pitching becomes really difficult because there's no elasticity, as in no bounce in the fairway. Your margin for error becomes super slim. If you dig into the fairway just a tad too much, the edge of your club gets caught in the dirt and only goes deeper and deeper. There wasn't even a lot of wind on that one, but man was it short, and I hit it great. Maybe it's the high moisture in the air or something. Maybe the ball really does have to cut through a thick, wet atmosphere. Oh, and that was a terrible pitch. I'm lucky I didn't blade that one over the green.
Like Danny.
Yeah, I pushed this one out to the right. And I can't catch it clean out of the rough. Oh no, and I blade this one over the green. I'm really not making this easy for myself. Look at how far I'm swinging back for this putt. I might as well just take a 7-iron and chip it off the green. I think it's the wrong thing to do, but I changed my routine at this point. Like I said, I stopped taking practice swings, just teed up and gave the ball a whack. Probably the best 5-wood I ever hit on this hole. I hit it so pure I thought for sure that was over the green. Yeah, I'm on the fringe in the back, putting through about 4 feet of grass, of fringe. I hit that one in the sweet spot but faded it a bit. I set up to the left to compensate for the anticipated fade. Yeah, and I hit a 7-iron and it's like 1 yard in the out of bounds, so I have to drop one and hit another. Hitting shot number 4 now. You might think, well, if you know the greens are slow, just hit it harder. But I feel like I'm almost at the point where I'm not even putting anymore, but rather hitting a chip with my putter. As soon as you cross that line, your feel and accuracy instantly plummet, so I'm trying to stay within the bounds of what can still be considered a putt. Alright, we're 8 over for the front 9. There was construction on hole 10, so we skipped it and went straight to hole 11. It looks like the camera isn't on even footing, but it's actually pretty level. It's the green that's so slanted. Alright, we almost hole a birdie putt. Tapping for par. Oh, I just want to snap this club. I've never done that though. Only ever had the club head fly off a 6-iron and a driver. Actually, the very driver I still use to this day. Alright, so here I'm thinking just one good pitch. Just one. And I catch it so pure it's over the green. Those are the 1 in 10 shots you just cannot plan for. I have an 8-iron, but I didn't have the patience to go back for a pitching wedge and I bladed past the hole. Would have probably been 2 putts, but I just picked it up. So we're at hole 13 and my concentration is going down. I haven't hit a fat shot here in ages, but I completely duffed that one. And then we get a fantastic chip with a pitching wedge. Got this one way closer to the hole than I thought. And then we mess up the putt. These 4-feet putts are really breaking my back. I remember my arms weren't on my body anymore as I was swinging. I could tell afterwards how they slowly drifted away from my chest. Okay, at this point, I am mentally exhausted. I could have just stopped playing, but the interesting thing is, the way I felt was how I'd probably feel in a tournament. I've only played a handful of tournaments in the past few years, but the feeling was pretty familiar. I'm not even trying to hold my putts anymore. I've reverted back down the ladder to a baser level of golf. I'm saying to myself, forget the direction, just try to get the distance right. I caught it thin, very wooden, and very unsatisfying. No practice swing, just walk up to the ball and whack it. And another aspect in which the round is interesting is the battle against yourself. You know you've lost the rhythm, but you're still trying to reclaim it. And this is real pressure because we have people riding our ass from behind. But we can't play any faster because there's a slow flight in front of us. I have an 8-iron and I thought I was going to fade it, so I went for maximum security. I aimed for the very left of the green. If I hit it straight, it's on the left side. If I fade it, it's still on the green, but on the right side. And I know I'm not going to hit a draw. This drive was incredible. I always admire these drives that start low and just corkscrew themselves higher and higher into the sky. That's exactly what my ball did, and I haven't hit a shot like that in years. I remember, this was a terrible shot, but that was the one time where I thought to myself, I don't even care if I fade the ball. In fact, it would be good if I did put a fade on it, and I did. Of course, it's a wrong swing. I faded it because I didn't swing with my body, but in this case, it was finally exactly what I needed. At this point, I am exhausted. I wanted the round to end like 12 holes ago. Alright, tough round, but good practice, especially psychologically. We end up playing 10 over through 18 holes. If I do ever become a single-digit player, I guess my next stop is golf psychology. Well, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.
Now, a little tip for you to find out where your backswing should go to: put your arms straight out away from you and turn your left shoulder under your chin, all right? Now you've turned away. Now obviously here you've turned your weight onto your right side. Now bend over and you're in the correct hitting position to hit that ball. Now we take a step right toward our target. You've made the perfect golf swing.